What if I told you there's a hidden reason your body hasn't been getting stronger, even though you're doing everything right? You walk every day, you stay active, you even try to eat healthy, yet somehow something still feels off. You're losing power. Simple things, like getting up from the couch or walking up the stairs, feel heavier than they used to. Here's the truth that most people never hear. After 60, your body needs a different kind of message to build muscle. Movement alone isn't enough, not even 10,000 steps a day. But don't worry, that's not bad news. It's actually good news, because it means your body isn't broken. It's simply asking for a new signal. And that's exactly what you'll learn today. I'm going to show you two simple, powerful movements that require no gym, no equipment, and no complicated routines. Just your body and a few minutes of focus. These movements send a deep message into your body. A message that says, it's time to rebuild. They may look familiar, but no one has ever explained them to you quite like this. Because what if these two exercises could do more than rebuild strength? What if they could help you sleep better, improve posture, restore balance, and even reactivate the hormones your body needs to thrive after 60? That's what we're unlocking, together. And if you've ever felt like you've done everything right but still don't see results, tell me in the comments. Share your first name, your age, or where you're watching from. I read every message because your story matters. Now let's begin, where true strength really starts. Exercise 1. The push that pushes back time. There's a quiet kind of strength we lose without realizing. The strength to open a jar, to push a door, or to rise from a chair without struggle. Most people don't notice they've lost it until they need it. But here's the empowering part. One small controlled movement can bring it back. It reconnects your body and your will. It reignites the communication between your muscles and your mind. And it starts with something incredibly simple: standing in front of a wall. This might seem too easy to matter, but what it triggers inside your body is extraordinary. When you press your palms into a wall, your muscle cells receive mechanical signals, tiny instructions that tell them to grow stronger. That process is called mechanotransduction, the science of how effort turns into growth. While walking uses only about 25% of your upper body's potential, this single movement engages over 60%. Your chest, shoulders, arms, and core. That's real activation, the kind that sparks new muscle fibers, even in your 70s or 80s. And the best part? It's gentle. No heavy weights, no strain on joints. Just your body and gravity working together, not against you. But the benefits go beyond strength. This movement helps open your posture. As we age, gravity slowly pulls us forward, rounding the shoulders, curving the spine, and limiting lung space. This exercise strengthens the muscles that pull your chest open and align your back, improving breathing, digestion, and even sleep. When you control your breath while pressing and releasing, you strengthen your diaphragm and intercostal muscles, which allows deeper, fuller breathing. More oxygen reaches your brain and muscles, reducing fatigue and sharpening focus. And here's something fascinating. Every time you do this move, your brain practices sending signals to your muscles, improving coordination, balance, and reaction time. That's what helps prevent falls before they even happen. How to do it. Stand an arm's length from a wall. Place your palms flat at shoulder height, fingers pointing upward. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels and tighten your core slightly. Slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall. Keep elbows at about a 45-degree angle, not too wide. Lower until your nose is a few inches away. Then exhale and press back to the start position. That's one repetition. Start with 8 to 10 reps, rest for 1 minute, and repeat 2 to 3 sets, about 3 times per week. If it feels too easy, step back slightly. If it's too hard, move closer to the wall. Safety note: if you've had serious shoulder injuries, rotator cuff surgery, or unstable joints, talk to your physical therapist before starting. Always listen to your body. This is about progress, not punishment. I once met a woman named June, 71 years old, strong-willed, living alone, determined to stay independent. She practiced this simple move 3 times a week. After 1 month, her back pain began to ease. After 2, she lifted heavier grocery bags without strain. After 3, she told me something unforgettable. I feel like my upper body belongs to me again. And that's what this is really about. Reclaiming ownership of your body. This isn't just about muscles, it's about confidence. You might never break records or make headlines, but one day you'll twist open that stubborn jar or push yourself up from bed and realize you're stronger than you were yesterday. That's where true strength begins. Exercise 2, the movement that protects your independence. There's one movement that silently determines how long you'll stay independent. It's not fancy. It's not something you'd show off, but it's the difference between standing on your own or needing someone's help. This movement isn't about fitness, it's about freedom. It's the simple act of lowering yourself and rising again. You do it every day without thinking, getting up from the toilet, a chair, or your bed. But when your legs weaken, these everyday moments start to feel like climbing a mountain. That's why this movement matters so deeply. It doesn't just strengthen your legs, it reawakens your ability to stand tall in life. It targets your entire lower body, your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and calves. But more importantly, it retrains your neuromuscular memory, the pattern of sitting and standing that often fades after 60. And when you perform it with focus, something powerful happens. Your body begins to release growth hormones and even small amounts of testosterone, naturally, because your brain recognizes this movement as essential for survival. The more muscle groups involved, the stronger the biological signal. One study in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health followed 200 seniors for 16 weeks. Those who practiced this movement 4 times a week gained nearly 4 pounds of lean muscle and cut their risk of falling by half. That's not just data, that's independence saved. When you strengthen your glutes, the biggest muscle group, you improve pelvic stability and spine alignment. You walk taller, breathe better, and relieve stress on your knees and lower back. Your quads give you lift, your calves give you control. Together, they create the foundation that carries your freedom. I've seen people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who struggled just to rise from a chair completely transform their mobility with this one movement. Here's how to do it. Find a solid, stable chair. Stand just in front of it, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned outward. Stretch your arms forward for balance. Push your hips back first, not your knees forward. Lower yourself slowly until your body barely touches the chair. Don't collapse. Pause. Then press through your heels to rise again, squeezing your glutes at the top. That's 1 repetition. Start with 8 to 10 reps, rest 90 seconds, and complete 2 to 3 sets about 4 times per week. Too easy. Hover just above the chair. Too difficult. Use a higher surface. Caution, if you have knee or hip replacements, arthritis, or balance issues, consult your doctor before starting. You can always modify the depth or add support. I'll never forget Linda, 68 years old. She used to push herself up using her thighs. After 6 weeks of this exercise, she smiled and said, "For the first time in years, I stood up without using my hands. I felt strong." That's not just physical strength, that's freedom. Because real strength isn't about how much you can lift, it's about what you can still do. If you're over 60, here's a truth I wish more people knew. You don't need to train harder, you need to train smarter. Muscle loss with age isn't a punishment, it's a message. Your body is simply saying, "Pay attention to me." And the answer isn't extreme workouts or miracle diets, it's gentle consistency. 2 or 3 short sessions a week, just like these, can restore your strength, balance, and confidence. Remember, muscles don't grow in the gym. They grow when you rest, recover, and nourish them. Eat enough protein throughout the day. Stay hydrated, sleep deeply, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. At this stage, function matters more than form. If you can move with control, stand with ease, and live with less pain, that's real success. Don't chase intensity, chase quality, chase purpose. Every repetition, every breath, every effort tells your body one powerful message. I still care about you. And your body is always listening. Strength isn't what you think it is. True strength, especially after 60, isn't loud. It doesn't show off. It shows up. It's when you stand tall after feeling unsteady, when you reach for a shelf without fear, when you rise from a chair. No hands, no hesitation. That's strength. That's dignity. You didn't watch this for entertainment. You're here because a part of you still wants to fight for the life you deserve. A life where you move freely, breathe deeply, and trust your body again. These two simple exercises aren't just about muscles. They're reminders that you are not fragile, that aging may slow you down, but it doesn't take away your power. That strength isn't reserved for the young. It belongs to the committed, and you are committed. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. So stop waiting for someday. Start saying, now. Now is the time to press. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to begin again. If this message touched something inside you, leave a comment. Tell me your name, your city, or simply say, I'm starting today. Because every movement matters. You always have, and you always will.